Cowboys, my team versus Washington. I think it's a game up for grabs, and I honestly am very scared for Washington to take it, especially after what Dak and Mike McCarthy said. They're saying it's a guarantee to win the game. I feel that they should be more humble and just win the game on the field instead of talking it off the field. They're not. And we go against them twice in 4 weeks. I have a bad feeling we're gonna lose one of them because Washington is on a 4 game win streak. The Cowboys have lost, I believe, 2 out of their last 4 or 5 games, and it's not looking so good on the offensive side. They were the number one offense going into the first half of the NFL. Something fell apart after that bye week. Dak was not clicking with his receivers. Kellen Moore decided he wanted to force the run down the middle. He wanted to throw slip screens a lot more than he should have, especially on third and fourth down when in reality you should be doing those on the first and second play. But he did not. It's a game up for grabs. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys, obviously, but it should be a blowout. But I know it's not gonna be, and Washington is gonna be right there. They might even win. So give me Cowboys 28. Let's see, 28-21 in the end. It's gonna come down to a last drive touchdown. Let's go the Jags and the Titans. The Titans should win. Should win. That's the key word. I don't know if they're gonna win. They should. I believe they have a negative 10 point spread over the Jags. Let's go see what's her name? Tannehill's stats. Okay, let's see. 2,700 yards in the year. It's not terrible, but compared to these guys, he's getting into the. He's like He's literally the average quarterback on here, ranked 16. In terms of fantasy points, like, you can kind of gauge that when it comes to fantasy points. Sorry for that. Come on, man. Sorry for that. It keeps on popping up. Okay, well, let's go compare him to Trevor Lawrence. 2,500 yards and it's what's a little over half the season already. So I mean that's not good. It's not bad, especially since he's a rookie, right? It's okay. Nothing exceptional either. Averages almost 6 yards per attempt. Has one more interception than a touchdown. He has a. I was gonna say he has a good matchup, but I'm not sure, and I would not trust him either. His line is atrocious. It's terrible. He can move with legs though. 49 attempts, 241 yards, 2 touchdowns. Put up 158 fantasy points. Alright, well, I think Titans win it. And what should be a blowout game, I'm going to go 35-9. Especially since they're playing over at Tennessee and they're not playing at the Jags. So, or Jacksonville. I mean, Titans should take this one. Sorry, I'm checking my mic was muted. Texans Seahawks. I want the Texans to win, but we all know what's gonna happen. They have Russell Wilson. Texans have Davis Mills. It's like it does not compare. It's Russell Wilson here. Where are you? Right here. Obviously, he hasn't played most of his games. He got that dislocated finger against Aaron Donald. And like week 6 or 7, he's been out for a while. He's back now. 14-4 interception rate. That's almost as that's comparable to Kirk Cousins 25. This is a little behind. He threw 2 interceptions in Monday night. I believe it should be 4 or 5. Anyways, Russ 14-4 touchdown interception rate. Gets sacked a lot. He's one of the higher ones compared to here. These rest of these quarterbacks. 29 attempts, 133 yards and a touchdown. He might get a second one this game. Who knows? I'm going to Davis Mills here. Horrific stats. It's because he's a rookie. I'm not really sure why the Texans drafted him when they had Tyrod Taylor, and I don't know what's going on with Deshaun with the legal issues he has. 7 touchdown, 8 interception rating. He has 13 sacks, which honestly isn't too bad. Oh, wait. Okay, my bad. No. He doesn't have. He has 22. It's not the greatest. He barely gets on his feet. 9 attempts for 19 yards, no touchdowns. Don't bet on that. Uh, anyways, let's go with the Seahawks. 35-7, I'm going to say. The Chiefs and the Raiders. I think Mahomes has not thrown a touchdown pass in a while now, actually. Let's go to Mahomes here. He's in the top. He barely got. Oh, actually, no. I believe he's right there at 5 in terms of yards passing. I think he gets a little too much criticism for the picks he throws. He's not. Joe Burrow has been throwing a lot more. Joe Burrow, I don't know what's going on with him. He's not playing terrible, but he gets a lot of interceptions that should not happen. Mahomes was a lots of tip passes and Tyreek tips them and it goes right into the defender's hands. So you can blame a lot of them on him. But we don't do that with other quarterbacks, so it goes both ways. I drafted Mahomes first overall in the draft. I traded him away already. He was the number one fantasy quarterback for a while, but I believe it was the game, weeks 2 against the Chargers where the Chiefs started declining. He can get on his feet a lot. He does quite often, actually. 48 attempts for 2 touchdowns, 250 yards. Let's compare him now to Derek Carr. He's up there when it comes to the yards thrown. Dude, oh my god. Okay, Derek Carr. Yeah, he's approaching 4,000. 17-9. Touchdown interception rate. He can escape when he needs to. It's up for grabs. The Raiders can potentially upset the Chiefs. I don't see it happening. I think the Raiders fall to 6-7. The Chiefs win it, go to 9-4 in a, let's go bold, 42-28 game. Oh, not this game. I don't think anyone's gonna be watching this one unless you're a fan. Who's starting, Trevor Siemian or Taysom Hill? Either way, unless you have Taysom Hill for fantasy points, I don't really see this going to anywhere. Zach Wilson, he made a goofy interception this past game. Let's go find him. Where is he? Let's see here. Joe Flacco, Trey Lance, Taysom Hill, Trevor Siemian. And he's not playing that bad. I'm really not sure why they sat him, really. He was playing pretty good. 9-3 touchdown interception rate, 1,000 yards. Taysom Hill has 5 on the season compared to only 2 touchdowns. He makes up for it with the rushing touchdowns, but still, that really hurts the QBR. I'm still looking for Zach Wilson here. Unless I'm blind, I can't. There he is. Okay. For I was about to say for playing the whole season, that's not great, but he was out for like 2-3 weeks. They brought in Mike White, the 1 week wonder. I mean, these stats are terrible, even for a rookie. This is terrible. 13 attempts for 25 yards, 2 touchdowns. I guess they use him at the goal line a lot. I want to say Saints, Jets. I think Saints win 21-3. Moving on to the last 6. Falcons, Panthers. There's Matt Ryan, who just thrown 1 touchdown in these past, I think, 4 or 5 weeks. And then you have Sam Darnold and Cam Newton. Cam Newton, after that performance, after he was like, I'm back, He sure was back to his old form. Let's find him here. Sam Darnold is terrible as usual. Cam Newton. His stats would look a lot better if it weren't for that game last week against the Dolphins. That was kind of embarrassing, especially from the Dolphins. We're losing to the Dolphins actually on both the offensive and defensive side. Am I looking at that right? Yeah, he likes to get on his feet a lot, I guess. 3 touchdowns. In terms of fantasy, that's really good. Matt Ryan. Like I said, he hasn't thrown a touchdown in a while, or at least like one. Almost 3,000 yards. I mean, like, he's on pace to have like the most average season you can get. 16 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. He doesn't really take off that much. If the Panthers defense plays the way they should, I'm giving Panthers 13-10 in a very low scoring game. Oh, the divisional game right here, Ravens and the Browns. Give me the Ravens on this one. I don't know what was going on with Truz last time. Is forcing the 4 interceptions in a row to almost, I think, the same target, Mark Andrews, multiple times. Was just not making good reads. He's a good player. That week was not his week. I do not give up on Lamar Jackson yet. Baker Mayfield. I think, in my opinion, they should sit him for the rest of the season. Look at their backup. See, oh, maybe he's okay. Maybe he's okay. Let Baker heal up a little bit for next season if they haven't found the backup quarterbacks or even a free agency practice squad player to do way better than he can. Oh man, dude, that OneDrive really wants me to get more storage. Okay, well, anyways, give me the Ravens. Give me the Ravens 49-21 against the Browns. And I assume those, like, maybe 2 touchdowns and will be scored in garbage time. Giants, Chargers. Giants are over. It makes it worse. They're going over there to Los Angeles. I think the Chargers take the Giants. Their secondary isn't horrible. I still think Chargers will win though. Especially with Herbert, Eckler, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, Joey Bosa. They have a lot of weapons, and sometimes they're just not clicking. But I think against a team like the Giants, they will. Give me the Chargers 21-3. I think the Lions actually go again, and they beat the Broncos this week. I don't know how this could happen, but it very well can. Jared Goff had 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, and a very clutch touchdown at the last seconds of the Vikings game. We can see it again. Who knows? Give me the Lions 10-7. I think it's going to be a very close one. Maybe I'm going way too low in terms of scoring, but these two teams, they don't have the best offenses in the world. This one's led by Jared Goff. Jared Goff and TJ Hawkinson are like the only two people on that offense that I can think of that are okay. St. Brown, I believe his name is. I don't know his full name. I just know St. Brown. He's okay too. Give me the Lions. I already said that, right? 10-7. Yeah, 10-7. The Niners lost to the was then 3-8 Seahawks. I don't know if Debo is not playing, it is not going to look good for them. Debo is like their double-edged sword. They use him in the run game. They use him in the passing game. He's crazy. But if he's not playing, that offense goes way down. Joe Burrow has been very off lately, as well as Jamar Chase. I don't know if you guys saw that clip. Jamar Chase was fumbling the ball in that game, which caused an interception, which was kind of devastating for that a Bengals Chargers game. That probably lost them the game, really, because that was a touchdown, a go-ahead touchdown that was not Joe Burrow's fault. It was Jamar Chase's. He was juggling the ball. He's been off these last few weeks. Still, I don't think they have anyone hurt. Oh no, actually, Joe Burrow's pinky was all inflated when he got it dislocated. I don't know if he's back. If Debo is playing, I believe they win. If Joe Burrow is playing, if both are playing, I'm gonna say the Niners still win. 35 to 28. All right, let's see here. The Bills, in my opinion, the Bills must have to be the most overrated team in these last few years. People overhyped them from last season's performance. This year, the Bills have been playing bums. They have not played good teams, and when they play good teams, this is the result right here. That's their losses. Last week it showed against the Patriots. I'm not saying the Patriots are a bad team. They have a great defense, and the weather kind of messed them up. But still, Josh Allen, they like to call him a top five quarterback. I'm not saying he's bad, but in my opinion, top five quarterbacks don't lose to teams like the Jags. That does not happen, especially when you're considered to be that high. Maybe they bounce back. I don't think they win. I think the Buccaneers win. They improve to 10-3. The Bills fall to 7-6, and they get kicked out of the wild card. I think the Bucks win, and I think it'll be a close one if Josh Allen is clicking to Stephon Diggs, Dawson Knox, and all his weapons, Emmanuel Sanders, Cole Beasley, Devin Singletary. I think the Bucks will do a lot of slip screens to Leonard Fournette and Ronald Jones, their two main weapons on the run game and short passing game. It'll be risky throwing to Godwin and Evans because their defense is so good. So I'm gonna say the Bucks win it. 28, 24. I still own you. I think the Packers or Aaron Rodgers, the co-owner of the Bears, will beat them again. The Bears are 4-8. If Justin Fields is starting, if Andy Dalton is starting, Andy Dalton threw 4 interceptions last week. He said he wanted his chance. He had an entire season with the Cowboys, or nearly 13 weeks with the Cowboys, with all these weapons. He had Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, Noah Brown, Cedric Wilson. He had all these players, and he's still gonna do anything. Embarrassing performance. Garrett Gilbert was doing better than Andy Dalton last year. I think he maybe gets one more chance this season. If he doesn't prove it, I think he should retire or just move into free agency and start Justin Fields from now on. Give me the Packers. In my opinion, it'll be a blowout. Honestly, they're gonna sit the starters early in the game. 35, 35 to 9. For Monday night, the Cardinals. No one is talking about the Cardinals. I'm not sure why. The Cardinals are a very good team. Kyler Murray had 4 touchdowns combined, all-purpose. No one was talking about it. The Rams, Matt Stafford has not been playing up to what he should have been. The only against the bad teams he is. Good fantasy-wise, but in real life, in the games, fantasy is not where it matters. It matters where you get the win or not. Almost 4,000. He'll reach 4,000 by the end of the season. 30 touchdowns, and that's exceptional. He can't take off, but these stats kind of mislead you, especially since he played the Jags in the last game. It kind of inflated his stats a little bit because if you were watching the games when the Rams played Green Bay, it was just not a very good sight to see by the Rams. The game looked close, but the score indicated that it was close. But the Packers always had the upper hand against the Rams in the end. So give me the Cardinals in a good game. Let's say I'm gonna say the Cardinals have a lead of 35-28. The Rams kick a field goal. The Cardinals defense stops them on the last seconds of the game. The Cardinals win 35-31. That's gonna do it for my Week 14 NFL predictions. I hope you guys enjoy.